Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
We are coming to you live from our headquarters here in the good old city of Seattle, Washington.
The Emerald City, if you will.
That got a bunch of snow last night, and then it was all gone this morning.
I know. You told me it was snowing at like 1 a.m., and I said, ooh, and then
I thought I was going to have to get up and like clear off the car and all of that stuff.
I will say
Thankfully, I did not.
Very gentlemanly moment. Anthony woke me up and said, "What time are you waking up?" I said, "I don't know, 5:40 or whatever." And you said, "Okay, wake me up. I'll clean up the car." And I was like, "Why?"
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll do it. Although my dad always did it for me growing up, so.
Well, you know what? Then it's time for you to learn.
I mean, I know how to clean off a car.
Prove it.
I went to college.
Prove it.
I had to do it there. Not you learn that in college.
That would be a class at Rutgers. Cleaning off snow on your car. That underwater basket weaving.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
Half a credit though.
Why was that a thing for so long? Underwater basket weaving.
Wait, you had it too?
I know we had a scuba class at Seton Hall.
Same.
I don't know if we had an underwater basket weaving class, but I know that's like the one example that everyone uses as like stupid college classes.
It must have like started somewhere and then it like picked up without social media. That's what's crazy is it became a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but also, so not that social media is this beacon of truth, because obviously lies get shared on social media. But the interesting thing is at that time, when like when that story circulated around the world, it was literally just, you'd hear it from one person.
That's what I mean.
And you'd be like, oh, I heard that at Rutgers they have this underwater basket weaving class. And then it becomes like a national news story.
Well.
And I guess you could look into it if you actually call the school or go on their website and look at the curriculum.
I talked about it on Elvis's show.
Oh.
So.
But was it an actual class?
Yeah, so I would believe it was half a credit. We had half credit courses, and they would only be half a semester. So you could take half and then half, and it would be 1 credit, and it would meet like once a week for like 2 hours. Like it wasn't a full course. And I took a half credit course, and it was America as a Business Civilization.
Okay.
And there was 1, 2, and 3.
As opposed to what? What other type of civilization would it be?
So that's what it was called. And it basically was learning the history of business in America. And I've talked about this on Monday, Friday, whatever. It was one of my favorite classes. The instructor was amazing. I love that woman. I don't remember her name, but she was so awesome. Mm-hmm. And it was just kind of taking you through the history of businesses in America. We learned about Walmart and McDonald's, the Rockefellers, like stuff like that. And you start, like, the first part was the Rockefellers, the oil tycoons, all of them, steel tycoons. Then the second time I took the course was more of, like, our modern day businesses.
Okay.
But I feel like I just learned so much in those courses that had nothing to do with my major.
You would probably like it. They have them on Hulu now because I believe Hulu is where all the History Channel stuff goes. But they have a bunch of mini-series on Hulu and on the History Channel.
No, but it's that
The Men Who Made America. No, they're really well done.
No, I watched it with you.
There's The Food That Built America, The Men Who Made America, The Titan. They're all in that line, and if you go watch one of them on Hulu, it'll suggest all the other ones. But they're really good. It's usually you have like Hershey, Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, all the really big. You know, some of the railroad tycoons.
Yeah, but I don't get a credit for watching them now.
You don't, but you learn some stuff.
I'm watching History 101 on Netflix right now. I learned about the MP3 yesterday.
That's like bite-sized content on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like 20 minutes or so?
It's great. What are people saying about my shacket?
Oh, we do have to talk about the shacket, but I do want to thank a bunch of people because we are starting a hype train, Carla Marie. Erica P31 with 100 bits. Miguel in Miami, Florida with, I think, 1,500 bits total this morning. Lisa and Jen each gifted out 3 subs to the community, which brings us 15 subs away. No, maybe less. I think 15 subs away from hitting our goal for the month. So maybe we'll make it. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
I think I'm going to get Michael Scott's All Aboard the Sales Train whistle.
Is it an actual whistle?
It's a wooden whistle, and he has it behind his desk, and it's All Aboard the Sales Train.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get one, but it's hype. It's gonna say All Aboard Hype Train.
Do you have to get it like custom engraved?
Yes.
I bet your mom knows where to get something like that.
It's wood. Laura Burkhart can do it.
Does she have a wood engraver?
My mom?
No, Laura Burkhart. You're the one that said Laura Burkhart. I said your mom would know where to get one. She knows whatever mall kiosk to go to get like the custom Carla Marie hand towel.
Have we ever showed what she got us for Valentine's Day last year?
I believe the wooden thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
I don't know.
It's
Have
a gift.
We showed it? Thank you, Erica. Appreciate you very much. Brittany in New Jersey, thank you for subscribing.
Texas Chris said, where was it?
He will give me credit if I watch the...
Oh, he'll give you credit.
We
like
should
your
start
credit.
I'm going to create a system where every semester, and it will be like college semesters. We're not doing quarters like UW. We're going to do semesters.
On with it.
And you get a certain amount of credits for watching certain TV shows.
You could, like a watch club. There was actually, do you remember? And I want to read, hold on, 2 things. Chris said, the Men Who Built America is amazing. Would love to see a program like that on tech guys like Jobs, Gates, and Bezos. That will be available at some point. Right now, they're probably all creating their own and paying someone $10 million to create their own documentary. But I think the reason the Men Who Made America series is so good is these are people who have been dead for a while. Their legacies are still there, and people have been able to share stories about them without being sued or anything like that. You need to let some time pass to see how these things rise and fall. But speaking to your credit thing for watching, do you remember when Foursquare was huge?
Yes, and Skiri would check in everywhere.
Yeah. I actually had a call with the people at Foursquare in probably San Francisco or wherever they were built. And my idea for them, would you just...
Oh, sorry, you already thanked Miguel.
Okay.
And sorry, I'm scrolling. I don't want to miss these people.
Well, you're like doing this while I'm trying to talk. Okay, so give out the shout outs.
Miguel in Florida, Shauna from West Virginia. Okay.
Good.
I'm done. Thank you.
So I was on a call with the people from Foursquare, and my idea for them, because the idea, if you don't know what Foursquare is, was you would go to a physical location and you would check in on the social app, and you could become the mayor of that place by checking in more than anyone else in a designated amount of time. I wanted to be their first media partner. I called on behalf of Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, and the idea was you can check into the show if you're listening from anywhere in the country.
That'd be so cool.
And you could be the mayor of Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. And then it could extend to be the mayor of Z100 New York, be the mayor of Y100 in Miami, so on and so forth. And I think there's probably still a market there where you can partner with different apps and people can check in. They can somehow prove, like if you're logged into Netflix on this app, you can prove to this all-knowing being
that you watched it.
There's this program.
It's kind of like what is that app that we went to a meeting at their
Likable.
Likable. It's kind of like
Likable was more just suggestions though.
But they could do that.
They could.
It's already got that interface. Well, we're gonna create it. Andy knows an app guy.
Okay.
So we can.
What is Andy's app? Did he make it? Are we allowed to talk about it?
He's talked about it on his show, Serial Killers.
And what is it? A game?
It's words. It's like synonym, antonym.
Right. And Andy, by the way, is Andrew from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, also the host of Serial Killers with his co-host, Scotty B.
Yes.
Do you think Scotty's going to get mad at me for saying that?
No. You're my co-host and I'm your co-host.
Yeah, but I called Andy the host.
Oh. Nah, Scotty's the host. Andy's the co-host, 100%. By the way, I'm seeing people redeem their channel points and nobody's changing.
I know. I said it while the countdown was going on earlier, which if you're watching on YouTube, you didn't see that. But it's still not connected. Wednesday is the day where I do most of my tinkering. And I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos the last couple days to try to fix this and fix the other issue I had. Because if you remember, and if you're looking down, right, there's me, there's Carla Marie. You should be able to redeem a channel point and change the version of our cartoon, our emote that pops up on screen. When we first started it, all of the different versions would pile on top of one another. And I did learn a way to change it where there's a delay. What am I bothering you?
No, it's not changing and everyone's using them.
I know it's not working.
I'm just telling them to stop.
It's fine. Who cares? Let them use it. Channel points are free. No one pays for them. So let's talk about your shacket now.
Augie, thank you so much for... Augie. My brain just broke. Oh my God. Well, thank you for gifting a sub. Shauna just pushed us over the...
There we go. We hit our monthly...
Shauna and Jen.
Our monthly goal. 455 subs this month. Our goal was 450. Now, from this moment on...
in a short month.
Yeah, and granted, today is March 1st, but we're counting it for last month because now I can restart this.
Ty Garler also subscribed. Thank you.
So here's what you do: don't subscribe anymore to the channel today. After this moment, if you hit the button already, thank you. We appreciate it.
Well, unless you want to hit your, you don't want to.
Well, no, I have to restart it for Thursday.
They don't want to miss their streaks.
Oh yeah, but I feel like if you had a streak going,
bro,
you did it already. Anyway, Carla Marie.
Well, Lenny said you can refund people their channel points.
I'm not
I'm
going to
go through, give
that.
some refunds. Also, wait, there was something I did just notice and I wanted to go.
Oh, today is not March 1st. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Happy birthday, leap year babies.
Yep.
John said that it bothers him that we don't have noses on our emotes.
I don't know if the artist, they probably would have had to charge extra for my nose.
Yeah, but
they'd have been like, I don't know, man, that's a huge schnoz you got there.
Once you get into noses on cartoons, that's when it becomes like, that doesn't look like me. No, change it.
Yeah.
We've experienced that before, and it's an issue.
Especially when your nose has given you as much trauma as mine has over the course of my life.
Why?
I used to be called Toucan Sam in high school and Pinocchio all the time.
That's what you used to call my
I would
grandpa,
say on
Toucan
a
Sam.
probably a daily basis, if not at least a weekly basis.
My dad used to tell me I had a big nose. Thank you, Dad.
I think you have a very small nose, actually.
It's so cute. I like my nose now.
That's
I used
fantastic.
to hate it.
So, Shack It. Talk about it.
It's a rental. I've been wanting to venture into the Shack-It world, and I was like, I don't know. So I rented it from Armour, and Gen Z loves their Shack-Its. And what's cool about this one is it zips, but then it looks like it's a button one. Anyway.
But it has button. Does it actually button?
Yeah. No. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, so it does. It doesn't look like it buttons. It does button.
No, it doesn't button.
Oh, it doesn't actually. No, there's a button right there. Oh, yeah, right there. It has buttons.
Oh, it has buttons. But you don't have to button it.
No.
But you can. And it's a shirt.
No, it's a Shack-It.
It's a shirt jacket.
No, it's a shaggy jacket.
It's a shirt jacket.
Shag-It?
No.
What's it called? A Shack-It? It's a shaggy jacket, no?
And I rented jeans because I can't wear jeans anymore because nothing fits. So this was exactly.
Because if I was gonna mix
outfit.
a jacket with a shirt, I would call that a flacket, like a flannel in a jacket. Because you got the flannel print.
It is a shirt jacket that you wear because I'm not outside right now.
I don't know about that. Well, why would you wear a jacket then?
Because it's a shacket. You can wear it both ways, as a shirt or a jacket.
I think it's a shaggy jacket. Because it's a jacket, but it's shaggy. Prove me wrong. Go find Mr. Shaggit or Mrs. Shaggit.
You're really like
Shaggit or Shackit?
Shacket. Like jacket.
Like a shaggy jacket.
Stop. We're moving on because now you've ruined my whole outfit.
Angela said I thought of it totally differently. Shackit as in SHACK.
That's what it is, guys. Shacket.
Space IT, like Shackit, like shacked up.
No. It's the word jacket, but instead of a J, it's an SH. You know what? I'm just going to type it so we're all on the same page here. Put it there.
There you go. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it's spelled, Carla Marie.
Z, thank you very much.
Oh, do our chats not go in this thing so I can't put our own chats on the screen?
That's rude.
Yeah, that's weird. I was going to put that on the screen. Guess we can't. That's true. Fred the Mailman said a shacket like Shaquille O'Neal would be much bigger
just
than the one you're wearing right now.
Everyone just wears Shaq size.
That would be hilarious. I would love to see
I'd fall.
The cast of NBA Tonight or whatever their show is called. NBA.
You'd think I'm going to tell you the answer. I know sports, but
it's like the best show on TV, best live show on TV. And I'd love to see him bring a wardrobe inside the NBA. Thank you very much, whoever said that in the chat. I would love to see everyone on the show wear Shaq's clothing. Like Charles Barkley would probably fit for the most part. It'd be baggy on him because Shaq weighs so much more. But seeing like Kenny, little old Kenny wearing Shaq stuff, which is funny because Kenny's probably a gigantic human compared to normal people.
Shaq is like a dinosaur. Like that's how
Like
large
he's
they're
super
made.
old?
No, that's how large he is.
We've got the 30. Okay, so 32 subs and 1,900 bits is what we made in the
Damn,
hype train,
Daniels.
which means, Carla Marie,
Oh, shoot.
you are on shot duty. And we haven't even talked about what's on the list today. But speaking of duty, we got Rogue Poop. We're going to talk about that. What?
Karina said, I saw a meme today. It said Shaq can't write Love Shaq anymore because B-52 ruined it for him.
So
Love Shaq.
on the list, as Carla Marie gets the shot ready so we can take that to celebrate not only hitting the hype train today, but hitting our sub goal for the month. Rogue Poop. Talk about that. Emoticons. Carla Marie had me put that on the list for some reason. If you remember what those are. Can you re-wear underwear? Is a serious question that I have. And for anyone who listens to the Morning Show podcast on Google Podcasts, it did upload today. And at some point, it uploaded yesterday's.
It did. Okay.
Yeah. At some point yesterday, probably in the evening, it pushed through. We tried to look into, Carla Marie tried to look into why it wasn't up there.
And Google said, just a reminder, it could take 6 days for your podcast to upload. And I was like, ma'am, no, this is not a Wendy's. Stop it.
So a lot of people are already saying, ew, no, but you've got to hear me out for the rewear the underwear thing. We are going to have our phone lines open, so you can always.
By the way, I'm freeballing this. I don't know where this recipe is.
It's over there. I wouldn't say you're freeballing it though.
It's called a melon baller.
Yeah, hold on before you ruin it. Okay, I'll wait until you ruin the shot, I guess.
This is
the fine people at Seattle Cocktail Club put a lot of effort into making sure we have good shots here.
I did it yesterday. I mean, come on. Go to seattlecocktailclub.com. It tells you how to make it.
I guess we could have also done that.
No, ours is different because they pre-mix things.
Right. All right, there's a lot of people already talking about re-wearing underwear, which you're going to have to wait. Give us about 15 minutes and we will get there after we take the shot and talk about those two quick things above it on the list.
There's also a birthday shot for all of our leap year babies.
You know what? Let's celebrate leap year babies. I sent this music video on YouTube to our friend EJ yesterday, who was celebrating his birthday.
Oh, I knew that. He's Pisces. I missed it.
Also, Habib from Young Nails, his birthday was yesterday as well.
Oh, and I've been texting him. Hold on.
Wow, you hate my cousin. I also didn't text him happy birthday. I know it's his birthday, and I forgot to text him yesterday.
Wow, way to go.
Yeah, but you know what? At least I shouted him out.
I've been texting him.
What's better than publicly acknowledging someone's birthday? A stupid text that he probably got a billion of because he's super popular?
I was texting your cousin Habib today because my nails are chipping and I just got them done.
Get them done on Monday?
On Sunday, and I don't know what protocol is here.
All right, well, let's get this shot down the hatch. Cheers to you, Carla Marie. Cheers to everyone who supported the stream. And, of course, cheers to Seattle Cocktail Club. Thank you. Can you put this over there? Thank you. Thank you to everyone using the shot emote. Shot glass emote.
Ooh, I think I put more of something in that one.
I think the shot glass emote is still my favorite emote that we have. I know there's a bunch of me, and I should probably like myself more. But what?
It glows.
That's one of the versions you can use if you go to animated emotes. And that was something that Twitch just gives you. You can drop an emote in there, and then they animate it for you. You can also pay people on Fiverr for that, which at some point I'll do.
Animated emotes?
Yeah, like if you use...
I can make one in Canva,
If you gift bits, and it comes up on the screen, those are animated emotes animated images that we paid for.
Diana said that I have the same birthday as her big sister, and I'm wondering if you think we're the same because, Pisces and our birthday.
All right, let's talk about rogue poops, Carla Marie.
Okay.
I'm going to need the mouse, though.
Are you going to put it on the screen?
No, I just need to manipulate things while we talk. Rogue poop.
I came back from the nail salon on Sunday. And grocery
this is what that's about.
And grocery shopping.
Okay.
And Anthony had been laying on the couch watching the fight, and he had eaten a cheeseburger. Oh, yeah. And he goes, "Hey, do you know what this is?" and points to the floor under the coffee
Yeah, I wasn't
table.
pointing at my penis, by the
Under
way,
the
the way you
coffee
did
table.
that. Do you know what this is?
And I go, from where I was standing, I go, well, it looks like a poop.
It did, and I wasn't sure if it was a poop because it also looked like really old edamame.
It was brown.
Yeah, and I thought maybe it was like rotting edamame, and I wondered
Just
where it
in the
came.
middle of the living room?
I wondered if maybe a cat took it out of like the compost bin and then hid it under the couch for a while, and now it was out from under the couch.
So you still, instead of picking it up and throwing it out,
Yes.
left it there, waited,
Yes.
God knows how long for me to come home.
About a couple hours.
Do you know what this is? And I said, that's a poop.
So let me explain my thinking here. Let me
I wanna
explain my
finish-
thought process.
Well,
Okay.
what happened?
Okay.
And then I said, well, it looks like a poop. He's like, oh, okay. I said, so you mean to tell me that you sat there and you ate over this?
Yeah.
Clearly what happened is it got stuck in John or Erica's butt because they're extra fluffy, and then it finally fell out.
Yeah.
That's definitely what happened. And he goes, well, yeah, I guess. I was just waiting for you to come home so you could figure out what it is. And
Yeah.
I go, why wouldn't you just throw it out? And his response was, well, I thought maybe you'd want to see it. I said, you could have taken a photo.
So let me explain. First off, I wasn't really going to move from the couch once I got settled in. Secondly,
You're just living around poop.
I mean, the cats literally run out of the litter box and onto the couch. There's poop everywhere.
No, there's not.
There's at least poopicles everywhere. So this was my thinking. There have been times where I've cleaned up a hairball or throw up or something, and I don't take pictures of them. And then the Carla Marie gets mad at me because she's like, well, what did the hairball look like? And I'm like, I don't know. It just looked disgusting, and I threw it away. And she's like, well, next time take a picture so I
Or
can
just-
figure out what it is, or I
No.
can see if they threw something up, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, because you're not capable of being like, there was styrofoam in it, or it was this color.
Why would there
which-
be styrofoam in their poop?
Well, we live with Erica. She eats my foam roller.
So I decided instead of picking it up, I knew Carla Marie was going to come home at some point. So I was like, I'll let Carla Marie inspect it so that I don't get in trouble for not inspecting it, because maybe it was an old piece of edamame. That's what it looked like. It was the shape. It was long but short.
It looked
Makes
like a
no
cat
sense, but it
poop.
was elongated, I should say. And it had two little lumps, which looked like they could have been the peas in the pod of an edamame or a snow pea.
I'm less annoyed that you waited for me to pick it up, and more weirded and grossed out that you sat there eating a meal over a poop.
Well, just if you want to be grossed out about me, just wait another couple minutes
So
because I got that. But
Dana and Marilyn said, how do you not know what a cat turd looks like by now? Because this guy never cleaned the
was-
litter box when we had a regular one.
it was
And
but I've had my own foster kittens, and I've cleaned up poop plenty of times. They had litter boxes in my home, in my
well,
apartment.
then how do you not know?
It just looked a little different. Maybe because it wasn't covered in litter, and that threw me off a little bit. It legit looked like a piece of edamame.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, you lose, I win. Everyone's freaking out because there's a new update on Twitch.
Okay.
They're using the app.
and what does it do?
It's something with the chat feature, and people aren't fans.
They're not fans.
No.
Huh. So are you looking into it now?
Yeah, but I can't even.
I think I am logged in.
Why would it log me out?
Maybe the update. Here, let's see. I will jump in here. So what is different? Let me...
It's something about landscape mode.
Whoa. Oh, and the battery just popped out. That was our mouse, by the way. This is annoying. And I get a TurboTax ad?
Yeah, maybe you need to
guess-
do your taxes.
I just made a couple cents on that, I guess. Good question from Jules. Then why did you save the edamame? Because I wasn't sure if it was edamame or a cat poop, and I wanted Carla Marie to see what happened in case there was something she needed to know about the cats. She always asks me, she's like, well, what did their poop look like? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention.
Well, I need you to tell me if like someone diarrheaed on the floor.
They didn't.
Okay.
So I'm in the app right now. What is the difference with this chat?
It's got to be landscape.
Okay, so let me go to landscape mode. I have to put that on. No, not airplane mode, you dummy. Auto rotate. Okay, so I'm in it. What is the issue here? I go like this.
Karina said, I like the new chat. I can actually see both of you landscape. Could you not? Oh, wait. So you must not have the update 'cause you can't see us.
What am I? I'm trying to figure out. Because now
Chat.
I can see us.
Okay, wait. It just showed me chat overlay. We have a new way to experience chat in landscape.
So show me. That's what I.
Oh, it puts it there instead of on the side.
Puts it where?
It pops up for everyone. So type things, people.
Hello.
It also says that you can double tap on the screen to change chat position. See, like, look, Martha's interesting.
Oh, okay. So when you minimize the chat, because I have it like.
No, you're not.
Hold on.
It's landscape.
I'm sure this is very compelling, but when I have it, it looks like that.
Yeah, now double tap us.
And now I see that.
And now the
But
chat.
I minimized that.
No, the chat should pop up.
Let's
For
see.
me, it says I can double tap. Change to no chat. Oh, you can't move it to the side. You can just change. Oh, no, it's back. Change to column chat. You just double tap. From the way back.
Okay, mine has not updated yet. And that is okay. Because
Oh, it paused the video too for me. It says double tap. Maybe double tap somewhere else.
Done.
That grazed my head.
Moving on back to the list. Oh, that's not the screen I want. That is the screen I want. Emoticons. I don't know why this is on the list. Carla Marie has to explain this one to me.
So,
Who are you texting?
your cousin.
Habib?
Mhm.
What'd you say?
Happy birthday. I've been texting with Gen Z a lot lately, as you can tell by my outfit, and following them all on the TikTok and Instagram, because the only thing that you do when you turn 35 is try to be 25.
Okay.
But anyway, real talk. Gen Z, not only are they bringing back our 90s styles, but they're not using emojis anymore. They're using emoticons.
Okay.
Like, which it's funny that it's emotes, emojis, and emoticons. Like, they're all really the same thing.
Yeah.
They're using those.
Like the
oh, no.
So an emoticon would be the colon and then
What
the.
you put on the thing.
Oh, yeah. It's right next to where it says emoticons. The colon and then the open or closed parentheses. And that makes a smiley face.
Ignore the thing we just sent in the chat. This guy. Like the old school before we had emojis.
Yeah. So emojis are the cartoon version of emoticons.
Mm-hmm.
So the winky face would be the semicolon. Yeah. So the old school ones, like
gotta
it's
put
Meg, not Megan,
spaces.
put in the
There
chat.
you go.
So it's you have the colon and the smiley face. The winky emoji is
heart.
the semicolon and the smiley face and the open parentheses. Sorry. Actually, I guess that would be the closed because that's on the right side of it. But
Now we're doing algebra.
so those are like coming back now.
I've been seeing it a lot lately. And you know what? I'm here for it. I love a little old school.
Yeah.
It's easier for me than finding the emoji.
Oh, really? On my phone, it's actually pretty easy. Like
I
as
can
you're
type.
typing, it shows you one of the options.
I think I have that off.
So if I'm typing corn as one of the auto predictive things, it'll bring up an emoji.
I think I
Of
have
corn.
that turned off
Okay.
because I don't want to type in only emojis.
Let's see. Karina from New York said only bad thing is phones default to those
I
to
don't think mine does.
emojis, like it just did here on Twitch.
Let me see. I'll text myself. Nope, mine don't do that.
Rain, who is in high school, said, been seeing my friends doing this since I got my first phone in 2016. Are high schoolers Gen Zers?
Yes,
Okay, I don't know.
right? Rain, what is your graduation year? Gen Z.
Yeah, when does that end?
No, I just asked Gen Z. I don't want all of them. Between 97 and 2012.
Okay.
They're between the ages of 11 and 26 right now. My niece, but see, it depends who you ask, because my nieces will say they are millennials and they're 26.
So they are elder Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Zillennials.
Which I'm reading Eliza Schlesinger's book, and her Netflix special was Elder Millennial.
Yeah.
And she's really the first person that like coined the term publicly.
Yeah.
And she's talking about how now like people are saying geriatric millennial.
Yeah.
And she also talks about geriatric pregnancies, which there was a whole section of that, which we just talked about on here. And I was like, yes. I'm agreeing with her the whole thing. But she's like, can we not say geriatric millennial? Like, elder was better.
Elder works. Elder also gives you an air of respect.
Yes.
Right? Like your town elders.
I'm your elder.
Yeah, that makes sense. The tribes,
I was gonna
elders,
say, Native American tribes, yeah.
just any clan, you had your elders.
Yeah.
Respect your elders. That's one that millennials will probably not get at any point in their lives from the older or younger generations. No. What does geriatric actually mean?
Of old age, I think. Geriatric.
What is the definition?
Definition. Are you kidding?
What is it?
I searched geriatric and it gave me this option.
But,
this search may be relevant to recent activity. Geriatric
well,
millennial.
That's because you just searched for.
Okay. I will yell at them.
Generations.
Geriatric, relating to old people, especially with regard to their health care.
Of which most of us have none.
A geriatric hospital.
So a geriatric hospital is just for like super old people?
So why at 35 would I have a geriatric pregnancy?
Well, in terms of pregnancy, when does menopause hit for most women?
Well, my sister's 50 and she thinks it's hitting now. Well,
So-
about to be 50.
What, mid-40s to mid-50s? And is that like a 10-year range that it could hit?
Yeah, I would say that's about right.
So if you are 35, 36, 37, you are at that higher range. So because geriatric doesn't have an actual year attached to it, it does, unfortunately, it sounds terrible, but it does make sense if you are at the end of that part of your life.
So, like, when you're 40 and you're pregnant, are you just dead?
No, you would still be considered a geriatric. I think any point after that would be a geriatric pregnancy. I don't think it gets worse. I don't think they give you a worse title for it than geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah, no, I understand. I think it's Elena said because after 35, pregnancy is considered high risk.
But why can't they just call it
a
that?
high risk pregnancy? I'd
Yeah.
rather that than your geriatric.
At least
It's
a
also
high risk
34, I think, in some states at least.
a high risk pregnancy at least makes people almost respect
Alert!
the chances you're taking. You know?
Alert!
Like, oh man, she's high risk. She's wild. You know?
Oh, we're gonna call it a wild pregnancy. You know what's crazy? Like I thought about at this point in my life, like if I ever get pregnant,
What?
It's geriatric.
Well, yeah.
There's no turning back now.
Yep. That's it. That's all. What are some other good ones? Wild makes it sound like you could either be 14 or 40. Like a wild. Oh man, that's wild. She's 14 and pregnant. Like that's terrible.
That's scary.
And I don't want to say terrible as like God bless you for having a kid, but
Tough.
But I think wild doesn't necessarily convey what we want it to convey. So let's remove wild from the list.
What are some synonyms of geriatric?
I think high risk actually makes sense.
Well, because that's what it is.
Yeah. Like, hey, why do I have to take this extra doctor's appointment? Well, because you have a high risk pregnancy. That makes total sense. What?
Here are the synonyms for geriatric.
Oh, mature is good. Thank you for the mailman.
But I think they use that actually in points of pregnancy. Already.
Oh, like
I believe in like a mature.
Those of you who have been pregnant before or have gotten a woman pregnant and know the phases, is mature, is that word used in your pregnancy timeline?
Okay, so synonyms are aged, decrepit.
Ooh, aged is
decrepit
good.
Pregnancy.
Decrepit sounds like
Pit.
Huh?
There's no D at the end.
No way. Decrepit? What?
I can't wait to watch this back and see your face.
Decrepit.
This is like Pepto-Bismol.
Decrepit?
Yeah.
Not decrepit.
No, decrepit.
Get the
ESL.
I need to take a walk.
No, you don't. Because these are great. These are great synonyms. Gray. Oh, a gray pregnancy.
Sorry.
Tired. A tired pregnancy is facts.
Tired, but I feel like all of them at some point are tired, no?
I think this is the word. Ancient.
Oh, ancient is good.
I have an ancient pregnancy.
But ancient sounds like you have no choice but to give birth to like baby Moses.
And then there's elderly and mature.
Mature seems good. Mature seems respectable, you know? Mature automatically makes you sound like a MILF too.
What?
That's like the category when you search for those types of things on the interwebs.
Fred the mailman says, decrepit sounds like your vajayjay will crumble into dust after the baby pops out.
It does.
Yeah.
Ooh, vintage is good. Thank you, made by Erica. I like vintage. I also didn't mind, not that I'd have to worry about it because they're not putting that label on me. But aged, like a good cheese or a wine, and your cheese, wine, your baby.
Antique is
all
good.
aged.
Well, here's the thing. When you say throwback and vintage, it makes me think that I'm going to give birth in a cave.
Yeah. Or a millennial or a Gen Zer is going to steal your baby right after. Like you're a thrift shop, you know?
Melissa, I'm with you. She said, I turned 36 on March 12th, and I still feel like I need a mature adult around me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, oh, well, the adults. And I'm referring to anyone older than me.
Yeah, I'm still fully, I expect to be sat at the kids' table everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
It also, there's like when you are in your 30s and you're not like, you don't have a family, you're not married, it almost becomes way harder to make that jump than I think when you're in your 20s.
What do you say that again?
For example, we'll just say kids table as if that is like the end all be all of life.
Okay.
The kids table is actually awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Or especially if we go places without one another and you get sat with like other people who aren't married, don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great time. Now, when you're like 22, you're like, oh, I don't want to be in the kids table anymore. Or sometimes you're just like, whatever, I'm ready to grow up. You get married, have kids, say by 28, you're done. That's great. You move on. Mm-hmm. If you're in your 30s and that happens, it's almost harder to make that jump from the kids table.
Yeah.
Again, this is like just an analogy here. Kids table to being an adult because you've lived this for so much longer.
Yeah, it's harder to make that adjustment because you spent so much time in that portion of your life and that like being categorized with that group of people.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ Synth brings up a really good one. A grand pregnancy. I like that.
Like grandparent?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use that one day. Maybe.
Although would grand pregnancy only be used if you somehow were able to be a grandma, which is not unthinkable,
right?
And get pregnant. Like my grandmother and my grandmother and one of my older aunts were pregnant 2 years apart from one another.
Oh, wow.
Or 3 years apart. I'm trying to think. My oldest cousin is my cousin Mickey on my mom's side.
Okay.
And my youngest uncle was my uncle Simon on my mom's side. And I want to say they were 2 or 3 years apart.
I mean, it's possible.
It is possible.
I mean, Ashley, my sister, was 4.
Yeah,
that's
true.
When my nieces were born. When my sister had my nieces, so.
Yeah, your mom had a baby, and then 4 years later, her oldest daughter had a baby. Mm-hmm. So it is possible to have a grand pregnancy in that regard as a grandparent.
Fred said, we like to call old people stuff golden.
Ooh.
What about a golden pregnancy? You win, Fred.
That's
Light
the
it
one.
Up. Put it on the screen.
That's the
Make
one.
It blink.
That's the one. A golden pregnancy.
All right, how do we coin this before someone steals it?
Different from the shower.
Oh,
much
DJ
better.
Just said the same thing.
Much better. At least in my opinion. If the shower is your thing, by all means, go do your thing.
I don't know.
But I like golden
If someone
pregnancy.
told me right now you can have a golden pregnancy or a golden shower, I think I'd go shower.
No, the golden pregnancy I'm a big fan of because a golden sunset is always great. Your golden years.
Platinum.
How do we use platinum in that context other than hair? Like platinum blonde is a thing, right? No?
There's platinum credit cards. There's platinum albums.
Credit cards.
You went with hair?
Yeah. I was talking about like the human stuff, you know? Oh, that's another good one too. W Plants. If you're 40 and you're still a millennial, you could be a golden millennial as well.
Hold on. Crazy Dream Girl. Great point. What would your golden pregnancy baby shower be called?
Oh, your golden shower.
I'm totally doing this. And just watching old people in my life, I have no idea what's going on.
I like that. And you can have, you know how people now do like, they go all out for decorating for baby showers now? There's like balloon walls and rose gardens and horses and whatever else people bring to their showers these days. For your golden pregnancy shower, you can have like the foil gold, like those walls, you know?
I'm just letting you describe.
You know what I'm talking about? Like you walk through it.
Backdrop?
Yeah.
Like we had a...
Yeah, like the ones that Orange Theory gave you a golden shower for a backdrop.
Ooh, Megan said, my oldest aunt and grandma were pregnant at the same time. My aunt with my oldest cousin and my grandma with my dad. My grandma thought she had a tumor, but she was pregnant.
But, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I guess at some point in your life when you don't expect to be pregnant anymore, you don't think you can get pregnant anymore, and it happens, that's got to be a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as big as a shock of when you're like super young and you get pregnant. You're like, I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah. Lacey said her mom had her 3 years after Lacey's sister had her niece. So your niece is 3 years older than you.
Wow.
Does she call you aunt? I always wonder. Because my nieces call me aunt.
Yeah, but you're still older than them at least.
Yeah.
Not by much, but you're
they're
still
literally,
older than
and I say this all the time. My sister is 15 years older than me. Her children, my nieces, are 8 years younger than me. I am closer.
Oh, yeah.
They are my like little sisters.
She does not call her aunt.
Oh, that's crazy.
Let's see. Olivia and Olympia said my sister and my niece were pregnant at the same time. There's a lot of these. It is way more common than I originally assumed. I knew it happened.
It's more common than leap year birthdays, apparently.
And like I said, I knew it happened because my grandmother and my aunt Diane had babies so close to one another. But that's pretty crazy.
Especially for Ashley, my younger sister. Mm-hmm. She was 4 when my nieces were born. Like, Ashley and I are 3 years apart. Her and my nieces are 4 years apart.
Did all of you guys go to the same high school?
Yes.
So your sister...
None of us were there at the same time.
But your sister missed your nieces being in high school by 1 year.
Yeah.
She graduated, and they came in the following year. That would have been interesting because I know my uncle...
You have to be like, oh, my aunt.
My uncle and my cousin were in school at the same time in like elementary school for a little bit together.
That's cool.
Let's see. What? You looked like you were about to say something.
Where they went to different elementary schools.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I wonder if they were in elementary school together.
Oh, your sister and your nieces. Well, that could have been. It could have been first grade, fifth grade, right?
Yeah,
that's how it would have worked.
I think they went to different because my town has 4 elementary schools. Yes, they call us Aunt Ashley and Aunt Carla.
Moving on, we do have to talk about re-wearing underwear, and if you want to call, you can do that. The number is 201-305-0894. What are you showing off there, Carla Marie?
How it matched my.
Oh, you're Stanley.
Quick, just Sonali said, "What will baby Michael call baby Adriana?" It's his cousin.
Oh, that's true. They're very close.
Cousin.
Oh yeah, they're
not.
That's their cousin.
But my sister wants my nieces to call her. My sister wants her baby.
Yes.
To call her cousins, our nieces, aunt. Because she doesn't want them to just be cousins. She wants them to be like an aunt figure. So she wants, and I'm like, dude, that's so. Listen, it's your kid. Do whatever you want. But like, what if I don't want my kids to do that? Now it's confusing.
That doesn't matter.
They're gonna follow.
201-305-0894 if you want to call us up. Now, let me explain myself. I'm not talking about going to the gym, taking your underwear off, and then wearing that again the next day. Because I would vote that is probably not something you should do. However, is there a time limit? Is there a threshold where if you stay under that threshold, that underwear is not considered necessarily used?
So, for example, I showered
Yes.
before the show, put on these underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I spilled something on my hair and just had a shower again right now, I would put these underwear back on.
You could, right?
100%.
So that's within an hour. Like, assume like you just showered, put them on, you got dirty somehow, not your underwear, and then you put them back on.
100% would put back on. You have to do the sniff test.
What if you leave the house and come back?
I think that makes it
Is stepping out of your front door
no.
the thing that can make you be like, oh, now I've got to wear different underwear?
I think it depends on the walking and the like amount of sweat you've accrued. And like, actually, I'd say male, female, there are different answers.
Really? Why?
Well, I don't know how to describe this. On any given day, at any given moment, any given minute, women could have secretions happen.
Okay. And I would assume once that happens, you don't want to wear that again.
No,
once
I mean,
you take
to keep
it
them
off.
on.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to take it off and put it back on.
Yeah.
So let me explain. Now that I've posed the question, let me explain my situation.
Okay.
So the other day, we went out.
Who?
You and I.
Where'd we go?
I want to say... Oh, we were going to go to this market thing that they have in Ballard. Mm-hmm. They had it on Friday, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. But instead, we got pizza and we came back. Like, it was we were out of the house and we were out for a little bit. We ate and we came back. Now, let me explain another thing, another caveat to my personal underwear journey here. I don't wear underwear often. So I don't have that many pairs. And I'm like new to wearing the underwear out. Like just because for years, I like didn't even own underwear. I'd have like I'd literally have one pair of underwear, maybe two for like fancy events where I was wearing thinner pants.
Which this man's fly is always down. So it's, you never know what's going to happen.
I'm a high risk pants wearer, if you will. I'm a geriatric pants wearer. So we left. We didn't spend as much time out as we thought we would. We came back. I just purchased like 4 new pairs of underwear recently from Fabletics. And I was getting changed into what I was going to lounge around the house in. And I took off my underwear. And I said, you know what? I didn't really wear these that much.
It was like 45 minutes.
I'm going to put them back in my closet. So I folded them. And I put them back in the closet on top of everything. On top of my other underwear. So that I knew that I was going to wear those next.
All right. Here's where the difference is. I wouldn't probably have folded. I would have probably just like put them on the floor in my closet as like a...
Why?
Well, because I don't want to put them in with the other clean ones.
I mean, I don't have drawers, so everything's like kind of out in the open.
You could have like hung it on the microphone in here or something.
That's not what I would have done.
No, I think you were fine.
You accept.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no one agrees.
A lot of people in the chat are saying no.
Probably for me, though, that time, I wouldn't have reworn them.
Okay. That's fair, I guess. I mean, listen, it's a personal thing.
Like, got no more. Not that I don't have clean underwear or I need to wear a specific kind of underwear and they aren't clean. I'm wearing them. I don't care.
So, again, you can call if you want to weigh in on this. If you have your own threshold, your own limits, or once you put it on and you take it off, maybe that's it. Maybe the second it touches your down there skin, it can never go back on again.
Yeah. Did you have an accidental, like, drip?
No, I didn't even pee.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even go to the bathroom. Had I peed, maybe I would have been like, you never know what happens sometimes. And of course, the number 201-305-0894. 201-305-0894.
Finding my perfect awkward, which is Kira, said, "What did I just walk into? Anthony, you don't wear underwear? What in the HE double hockey stick?"
Yeah, not often.
So funny enough, this conversation's coming up. I had a conversation with our friends Colleen and Erica earlier this week because we were talking about underwear and working out, which I have never and will never do because you can't change my mind on this. I think it is actual torture to wear a thong. Like, one of my friends wears a G-string.
Yeah.
I absolutely not. And I'm going to make this a poll on my Instagram, so I want to talk about it, of do you wear underwear when working out? And this topic came up and I said to them how there was like a good 2 to 3 year period where I went commando for everything. I think with the dresses, I probably didn't, but I never wore underwear. Done. Jeans, didn't wear it. We talked about it on Elvis's show.
With a long dress.
You could.
I would, if I was someone that wore long dresses, not a chance I'd wear underwear. Because I feel like that'd be kind of fun. It'd be like, you'd feel free.
No, because it just gets gross. And like sweat and
it doesn't just like air out?
No, that's not a thing.
Because I've seen a couple guys walking around Seattle in kilts. I'm like, that actually seems kind of fun.
But they have a penis and balls.
Yeah.
That's different than what we have.
I just figured all of it can air out, you know?
I don't think you understand. Like, it's...
What?
What?
Okay.
No. I don't go commando now. I went commando from like 20... When did I get hired, Elvis? From like 23 to 26. And we talked about it on Elvis Show. My best friend was doing it at the time. I was like, fine, I'll try it. And I did.
You got peer pressure into going to commando?
And I loved it. And then I got to a point where it's like, I hate having to wash my jeans every time I wear them.
Yeah.
So I stopped. But leggings I normally don't wear. But it also helps prevent like UTI and infections, believe it or not, if you're not wearing a G-string. But I've never worn underwear while working out my entire existence of my life.
That's interesting though, because and granted it's, again, different parts. But for working out, that is one of the few places where I will always wear some form of undergarment, or I'll have most of my shorts have like the built-in brief.
Okay, but that's the thing. You're wearing something tight. Like,
yes.
If I were to wear loose shorts, I would definitely put something tight underneath them.
Okay.
I can't just wear loose shorts and be...
But isn't it worse when you're wearing something tight and you're sweating and there's nothing between your skin and the pants?
I can promise you right now, my underwear are not stopping that sweat.
It doesn't like sweat through? Because that seems.
No, I sweat through my pants, but
then it just looks like you peed yourself.
and I just worked out. Like, I will never understand that.
I don't know. I disagree with that one. I just
but
don't
what
like.
I'm telling you is that if I put on a pair of my underwear that are this big,
Yeah.
it's not going to stop anything.
So how do women work out and not look like they
They
peed themselves?
all wear black. Did you ever notice that women are always wearing black?
Oh, that's also why I wear black.
I don't care. I'll
I
wear
used to
every
have
color.
I used to have a gray pair of workout shorts, but they still had the brief built in.
Like,
and I just looked like I peed myself.
and
it was bad.
and we're all working out. If you think I peed myself, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not that. It looks gross. I wouldn't think you actually peed yourself.
I know every time I have to take a photo of me after working out, he's like, it looks like you peed yourself. Don't post that.
Me?
Yeah. Remember one time you were like, you can't post that.
Okay, well, you just went from always to that one time. So which one was it? Because if it's always, I definitely don't remember. If it was one time, I'm sure I said it.
Yeah.
So it was one time I said don't post that because it looks like you peed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's a friend looking out for another friend. That's how that works.
Yep.
And it's okay if no one calls to weigh in.
What are people going to call in and say?
If they have their own
Anthony,
threshold.
Wear underwear.
No, if they have their own threshold of like, if I leave the house, I will never reuse that underwear. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Let's see. W Plant said, when I work out, I wear shorts with built-in boxers. Great for preventing chafing when I run. Yeah, that's almost, I think I exclusively now work out in shorts with the built-in liner. I used to do the tights under shorts, compression shorts essentially. But then it was just more laundry, more things to fold.
I have to get super long shorts if I wear shorts, because I can't work out in shorts because when I'm running, my legs rub together and that sucks.
That's fair.
So.
Don't you have the chafing stick?
Yeah, but it's not going to last that long.
Oh, okay.
It's not like chafing stick is great for days out and festivals, but I think working out.
This is interesting. So, and this is another thing that women have to worry about more than men. Finding My Perfect Awkward, who is our friend Kira, said, I have never not worn underwear except during pageantry, like pageants that she would do.
Kira?
So that lines wouldn't show. And that is something that I guess more often than not, women do have to worry about. Do you take that into consideration when you get dressed?
If it's a dress, normally yes. But like if you can see my underwear through my jeans, I don't care.
Fair. Again, it's not something that I've ever really had to worry about in my life.
Like, honestly, I hate their material now, but there are some Victoria's Secret underwear that you don't ever see the line.
And that's is that what they're like promoted as, like no line underwear?
Yeah, but the one I talked about in What's Trending a few weeks ago, Ebby is the company.
Uh-huh.
I got underwear from them. They're amazing. They're super comfortable, and you can't see the line. Yeah. All I think about is the Christmas Vacation when Chevy Chase is at the department store buying the underwear with the woman named Mary.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, and you can't see the line. And he's like, see that, Russ? You can't see the line.
It is funny. Martha brought up a good point. She basically said, I don't care. Everyone knows I'm wearing underwear.
Exactly.
And we do get freaked out for, like, why is underwear such a weird, taboo conversation?
Well, one of the things in high school we got in trouble for, but we all did it, is we would purposely pull our underwear out of our jeans and let them show.
And you go with the whale tail?
Whale tail, or like you would wear like little boy shorts with your low cut jeans and you would let the Hanes show. You
know what I'm seeing a lot now? And I'll never forget my first whale tail that I saw. Remember I was in middle school and I was like, oh, is that underwear? Now I think about it, I'm like, well, that was so stupid. But as a middle school boy, listen, there were things going on in my life.
Underwear that was just in her butt crack.
Yeah. Yeah. It was also a girl I had a crush on, so like that.
Oh, what's her name?
Molly.
You would have a crush on a Molly.
Yeah. Everyone had a crush on Molly growing up. It just, at least in Ridgewood, everyone did. But damn, where was I a second ago? Damn it. I lost my train of thought.
Well, while you think of that, Sonali said your underwear had no choice but to stick out of your low rise jeans. So I showed Anthony a video this week. And I was telling him, and I think we talked about it here, because Gen Z, my favorite peeps, their new thing is to go to vintage store. What is this? Secondhand. What is this? It's Goodwill is what I was pointing to.
Goodwill pregnancy? Vintage pregnancy?
Secondhand stores and buy things that are from like the 90s, early 2000s. And this one girl found low-rise jeans. And she was like, oh my God, now I understand like why women today are so obsessed with high-rise jeans. Like, you would just sit down and your stomach would pour over your jeans. She's like, so were you all just sitting like this? And I was like, we were. And then she said that, she goes, wait a minute, look at this. And she put on her underwear that she has today. And they were like probably boy shorts. She goes, they were sticking out this much. And I'm like, yeah, because our underwear were also these tiny little things that barely covered. They just like wrapped around the side of your body.
Am I crazy or was like micro thong? Was that a thing? I know like micro bikinis are a thing, right? I feel like micro was, I saw the word micro being used in some sort of underwear or lingerie or bikini marketing. Or maybe I'm crazy.
But now everything's like, I'm sure guys hate like the high rise like bathing suit. Like, I don't care. I'll wear a bathing suit that's up to here. Don't even care.
I think there is, first off, wear whatever you want that makes you comfortable in a situation where a lot of people are already uncomfortable. Yeah. So wear whatever the hell you want. But I'm also a firm believer in like there are different styles that fit different people.
Of course.
Well, find whatever you are comfortable in and whatever you feel, works with all the things you got going on. Because we all got different things going on.
I gotta find it.
I want to read this message from Drown You Out though. She said, I still naturally sit with my stomach sucked in because of those shirts and jeans, I guess.
She said shits, meaning those jeans.
Oh, I read shirts like the high rise or not. What's it called? Is it high-rise shirts and low-rise jeans?
Oh, maybe that's what you meant.
What are we talking about? Or crop top shirts and low-rise jeans?
The crop tops are still a thing.
They are. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about earlier, and we are going to wrap up and get out of here in a second, but as you were talking about the low-rise jeans with the underwear sticking out, what I've been seeing a lot at the gym now is specifically girls coming in, women coming in, and they'll wear sweatpants, like almost baggy sweatpants, but they have like high-waisted shorts under it, and that's what they work out in.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I don't know why.
I mean,
well, because it's winter, I think.
whatever makes you happy.
But yeah, that is a thing. But out of class, they're probably just lifting weights.
Yes.
At a class like Orange Theory, where you're on the treadmill and the rower, like almost everyone is wearing like a tank top and leggings.
Yeah.
Females, anyway. Guys are in shorts all the time. I did see a woman like 2 weeks ago in a jacket, like a long, puffy jacket.
Working out?
The whole time.
Was she trying to make weight for a wrestling match?
It was it was like one of the harder classes I've ever taken. And I was like, ma'am, this is not a Wendy's.
There was also, Augie, I guess, gave us confirmation that micro
thongs are a thing.
Thongs are a thing. They are sold on Etsy. If you feel like having a small maker. Oh. Those are small. Here, let me put this on the screen.
No, don't put that on the screen.
Okay, I won't put it on the screen.
There's a whole thing's out.
They're not real. There's the butt there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't put that on the screen. I was just looking at the mannequins. You're a pervert. You were looking at that girl's butt, and you didn't even ask.
I'm telling you right now, I would put a micro thong on and start screaming.
That you have one on?
No, that it would be so painful.
Are they super tight?
I want you, no, like I'm not even being funny. We're not even doing it on the stream. I'm going to buy a cheap one, and I want you to put on, have you ever felt what it's like to have a string in your butthole? Tight?
I mean, I've had wedgies.
No, you have not. Not like this.
Because there's something, I used to wear, so my mom, I don't know why this was like a trend back in the day, silk boxers. Like Joe Boxer made silk boxers. And my mom bought a bunch of them for me. Silk boxers sound great if you're like lounging around the house. But when you wear them with jeans, and especially, I haven't worn full-on boxer shorts probably since high school.
Okay.
Like
you're
long.
A briefs guy.
Yeah, I'm a boxer briefs. I have like a pair of briefs, which doesn't make sense. One pair of briefs. Such a weird thing.
I have a pair of briefs.
It's just a weird sentence.
It's English. It's fine.
Not my first language. Lay off me. So I have one of those, but wearing long, flowy boxers with jeans on, those wedgies, when those things start riding up and you have all of that fabric shoved into your butt crack, it is not comfortable.
That's got to be annoying.
And that's why I stopped wearing them. I was like, there's just too much fabric in my butt. I can't deal with it. Every now and then, Huh?
Somebody clip that.
And every now and then now with boxer briefs, like they'll ride up your thighs a little bit and it gets bunched in that area, but it's not as bad. And then you do the pocket pick. You've never like picked a wedgie from your pocket?
No, I just stick my hand all the way down my pants.
No, the pocket pick is if you wear boxer briefs.
Yeah, I hear, see, boy. Then don't you talk, like not talk, but like.
And then put the lotion in the basket. No, the pocket pick is like as your boxer briefs are riding up.
No one can see what you're doing.
I'm showing you. You kind of like go into your pocket and you move them down a little bit through your pocket.
Okay. Holly Berry said, in the medical field, we refer to thongs as the bacteria superhighway. Oh. Facts.
Especially if you rewear them.
They go into your butt, get some poopicles on them, and then they can like slide forward.
Like your poopicles go on a roller coaster, like on a water slide.
And that's how you get
it's like
bacteria.
It's like the water slide that shoots you straight up.
Silk boxers turn into sumo wrestler diapers.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Now, here's my question, because I know guys also wear thongs. I'm assuming a guy thong and a girl thong are built differently. There's got to be like a pouch or something.
Yes.
Because if I wore a thong that a girl wore, there would be no room for the kibble or the bits. You know? Where'd it go?
I'm telling you that I don't.
And I don't know if there's any guys in here that wear thongs, but like, do you have to buy? Are there two measurements? Is there like a package size and a waist size that you've got to go with? Because like, what if your package is bigger and it doesn't fit in a little pouch they give you?
I don't think that sizing gets that intense.
No? Okay. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
Deb Giz Brody said, random question, CM, what's a good sports bra brand? I can never find one for good high intensity. My favorite is Athleta. They are pricey, but they are awesome. If you can DM me on Instagram, I can send you the exact one that I like, because there are a few, and some are better for when you sweat. Like I recently just bought the wrong one. I need to return it. Because it was like cotton. I need the wicking kind.
The sweat wicking, the high tech sports bra.
Martha, she said that's another thing. Everything has wedgies. Why do we try to hide picking them? I don't.
I do.
I'm literally in public, like.
I do. Okay, well, no, you're not. I've never in my life seen you do that in public.
Well, then
put your hand down your pants.
I'm sleeker than you think. Or
well, there's a couple reasons you don't.
Has anyone ever done this where you go to pull a wedgie, but it's so tight and your jeans are so tight that you actually hurt your hand? Like I pull something here.
Here's why you don't stick your hand down your pants in public. It's because you can't wash them right after. Have we learned nothing from the panini? You can't make.
That's not how you spread COVID.
It's how you spread E. coli.
Thank you. You got to stick it in your pants.
What? And then go wash your hands.
You're trying to get that underwear right now.
So you're at a dinner party wearing pants and just sticking your hands down your pants? What is wrong with you?
Kira said I broke nails trying to pull wedgies.
Okay, well, you've got to figure some things out, Kira. I don't know.
No, it's facts. Like, I literally have pulled a muscle in my hand. Like, ugh. I hate jeans. Actually, these are really comfortable. First time wearing them.
It is now that I think for both men and women, looser jeans are the trend.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
right?
Skinny jeans, you were done. Wherever those underwear, if they were on the side of your ass cheek, they were stuck there all day.
Yeah. There are times still where if I'm at like a wedding and I'm wearing tighter like dress pants, I will usually at some point during that wedding, I will take time. I'll go to the bathroom. I'll basically like pull my pants down in a stall and let everything resettle. And then it all goes back up.
Okay, well, you know what? We don't do that. Also, because at weddings, we're wearing Spanx and nothing moves, so we don't have to worry about that. Z from NYC, you twist your wrist too. Like, I've hurt my wrist. I said underwears? No way.
Underwears?
I did not say underwear. Underwears?
Underwears
yeah,
in the drawer?
Get stuck in your drawer.
And I'll still
like full blown like.
Are skinny jeans totally out now for women?
Or
who's still wearing them? You? Are you wearing skinny jeans?
Pete Wentz and Patrick Stump.
I said for women.
Oh, I don't know. Like super skinny, I don't think so. Like a boot cut and like straight leg are bad. I think these are boot cut, straight leg. You know?
Sure. Whatever you say. Because I
don't
wear,
ever wear jeans. These are new to me.
I guess like skinnier / straight leg jeans. They're not as tight as they used to be when I bought jeans, even like 5 years ago. They're more of a relaxed fit, but still, I feel like because I grew up in the generation where you wore like super baggy jeans and they were hanging below your ass. And I am always like, I'm not going to go back to that. I've got to find, I somehow went from like super baggy to skinny like that, which makes no sense. It's not a natural progression of things.
You didn't wear skinny jeans.
I used to wear skinny jeans.
No, I don't think you understand what skinny jeans. You wore slim fit jeans.
I couldn't wear the super skinny. I couldn't wear the super skinny. My butt was too big, usually. I never knew who those super skinny jeans fit in like the men's department because you'd have to have a butt like a piece of cardboard. Like a negative slope.
DJ Sen said like Jenko jeans baggy.
I never did. I was never like Insane Clown Posse baggy, but I was more hip hop baggy. So I was like, I'd wear Ralph Lauren jeans. They were probably 2 sizes too big, and you saw my Joe boxers.
I hope UFO pants officially come back.
I feel like they have.
I have a pair, but they're like more fitted than UFO. They're like cargo.
Yeah.
But if UFO pants come back, like why did I give them away? Like I wanted them so bad for Christmas one year. They were like $100, which when you were 13, wearing $100 pair of pants was like you were wearing gold. I wanted them so bad.
I mean, it's still like you're wearing gold.
And then 2 days after Christmas, I got my period while I was wearing them. First time ever.
Okay.
Luckily, it wasn't too bad. But like why'd I get those pants away? Like, how cool would it be to be like, here's the pants I got my first period in?
Wait, so W Plan said, I had Banana Republic tell me I'm not their customer because my legs were too big for their skinny jeans, so I walked right out.
I mean, at least they didn't make you try on more and more pants.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people that are talking about jeans.
Jean shopping is the worst thing you can do.
I
it's
have to
so
be
annoying.
To personally go jean shopping in the best mental state.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding. I'm like, I will go months where I'm like, I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try it. And I just went through that. That's why I was like, all right, let me try some rental jeans because I've only been wearing the same leggings basically for months. Even like if you go through any of my Seahawks photos for every single game this season, including training camp, I did not wear a single pair of jeans.
Well, it's also women have more options to wear pants to like normal events.
Yes, but they all have to fit perfectly.
Yes, yeah, but I'm saying you have more options to just say, oh, I'm not wearing jeans. Like Martha said in the chat, she hasn't worn jeans in 10 years.
Yeah, no, I hate
And women can also wear leggings in semi-casual and even sometimes like normal settings. Like you can go to a bar in leggings, right? Men have 2 options, essentially.
Chinos.
You're either at a formal event where you're wearing a suit or you're wearing chinos or jeans. Like guys going out in public to a bar or something in sweatpants is still pretty frowned upon.
Okay.
So it's easier for women to be like,
I'm going to tell you it's worse for women to find jeans.
No, I'm not saying it's not worse to find jeans. I'm saying you have an option to just say, I'm not wearing jeans.
Yes.
And that's pretty cool. Men can't really do that, but I will say it's different for women shopping because there's different ways you guys are sized and different stores have their own things. I know shopping for jeans myself, I still go into that mode where I'm like, all right, I fit into this one pair of style jeans in this one store, and this is my size. If I go to another store and try to get the same exact style, same exact size, doesn't fit me. And that's why most recently I went to Abercrombie, actually. Carla Marie told me they had jeans there that were decent. So I tried on a couple pairs.
They don't fit me anymore, though.
They had a sale, like a pretty significant sale. And I just said, you know what? I'm buying 4 of these. Yeah. And I bought 4, just different colors, same exact jeans. And that's all. They're the only jeans I have now. I got rid of everything else.
Yeah, it's that was me. And now my Abercrombie jeans don't fit. Even when I go to Abercrombie, the jeans just don't fit. Like a lot of it is because I gained weight, but also my butt is growing from working out. So now I'm in like this weird phase of, I don't know. When I tell you, like, I recently rented jeans and they fit okay. These fit great, except I have a high belly button for my torso.
Okay.
My belly button is higher than it should be.
Okay.
So high-waisted jeans have to be super high-waisted for me. Otherwise, my belly button still sticks out, which is not the style. Which
Is there are there extra high waisted? Is that like
Yes.
a thing you can buy?
And my friend Tatum and I realized why like certain pants don't fit me. Like they'll fit everywhere and then just like be baggy in the crotch and it looks ridiculous. And we realized that like I have a small pelvis.
Okay, like a short pelvis.
I have a short pelvis, high belly button.
Yeah, it's that you're not formed properly.
I need couture jeans.
What was your mom doing when she was pregnant with you? Where you didn't
Smoking.
form? Oh, okay. Well, that explains a lot, I guess. Audrey, the only G said when I was talking about the options that men have for their bottoms, said not necessarily. We also have tailored pants. I did say there's formal wear for guys, but generally
Joggers.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't wear joggers more. You would look good in joggers.
I mean, I wear like athletic joggers, but those are I
Like
consider
the
those.
Lulu ones, but I'll find you dupes.
Well, Fabletics probably has them,
Yeah, but yeah.
and I have the membership to Fabletics. Scotty said, I can't go into Abercrombie. It's so perfumey. It's
don't
like
really-
Gen X repellent.
They don't really do it anymore. I don't remember being perfumey in there.
It used to be.
Remember
Hollister
the one
used
we
to be the
walked
bad
by?
one.
All the lights were on? They're changing their aesthetic.
Yeah. A Hollister used to be the one that after high school, I was like, how did I walk into this place? Because it stunk of their perfume.
Sephora used to be like that too.
Are Hollisters still a thing?
Yes.
They didn't die with like the downturn in people going to malls? That is one thing, we talk about a lot of these trends being cyclical. Emoticons are coming back. You saw that on the screen earlier today. I do hope mall culture comes back. I love malls. And I forgot who I was talking to recently. Maybe it's because I'm from Jersey and it was like the land of malls.
Yeah. It's
Right?
different. It's
Like,
way different.
and I know we talk about being from Jersey a lot, and obviously every state has their own cultural things. Being from New Jersey is a very specific, weird thing. Like, if you want to understand us, go watch the movie Garden State. Did you ever watch Garden State? Was that like your college movie?
I never watched it.
What? Zach Braff, Natalie Portman, Carla Marie.
Anthony, you've still never seen Spice World.
You grew up, yeah, but I didn't grow up in England. You grew up in the Garden State. It's a movie made by someone from New Jersey about growing up in New Jersey. They go to the Patterson Waterfalls.
I've never even been there.
What?
All right, I'll watch it.
Unbelievable.
Here's why I don't like malls, not to get grim, but every time I go, I'm like, where's the exit? Because when someone comes in here shooting this place up, where am I going?
Yeah, but you could say that with you could say it with
Every time
grocery
I go to the
stores.
grocery store, every time.
Yeah, that's
That's why I do pick up.
I'm not trying to minimize it as a trauma that a lot of us
Yeah, but
have
for
gone
some reason,
through.
it's like the thing to do at the mall.
I would say I feel like it happens in supermarkets more, and I mean I think movie like that is one of the things.
Walmart's.
When I go to movie theaters now, I'm way more alert than I used to be before that Aurora movie theater shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, think about kids growing up. Like we had Columbine when we were in high school, or right before I was in high school, but around that same time. But now kids are getting, because of the news cycle, because of social media, you get every story that comes out. So it is a national trauma that we're all trying to process at the same time. So I don't want to minimize it.
No, I know.
But I love, just like I love going to the movies, I love mall culture. I love walking around aimlessly in a mall.
Yes, I do love that. Here's my thing about trying clothes on. I no longer want to go to a place and get naked and try clothes on. I'd rather do it at home.
I'm the total opposite because I don't like returning things.
Oh, I don't care.
Like that's why I normally, unless it's a t-shirt, really, I don't buy a lot of online clothing because the process, and I understand a lot of places have made it very easy. Mm-hmm. No question returns, all of that stuff. I know myself, when it shows up, it's going to stay here for a long time. And then I'm going to lose out on that window to return things.
I do enjoy going to University Village, which we have here, because it's like an outdoor mall.
Yeah. I mean, a lot. That's what malls used to be,
like,
really.
Everything is, I'm not buying that. It's so expensive. There's a Tesla store.
Yeah. Well, malls are also, this is what's cool. I was walking around Garden State Plaza around Christmas time recently with my little cousins. And they're doing a pretty good job, in at least the malls that are still making some money, of making them experiences. Like we saw there was the, I was with you, right? Yeah, in Garden State Plaza, they had the Instagram room, essentially.
You got to pay for that, though.
Yeah, but you book like an Instagram experience, and if you want to take some cool
pictures. You don't book
pictures,
an Instagram experience. You book
an experience to take photos in there, and you post them on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes, I think everyone knew what I was talking about. It was a place that looked visually
like a flower
stunning.
wall and like different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like the Peloton store, even Lovesac. Like you don't walk out of there with your thing. You go in there and you just lay on it and see what you want.
Yeah.
It depends. Sorry. Like, yeah, you can walk out, I think, with like the beanbag Lovesac, but the couch, no.
Let's see. Mall culture is still pretty big in Miami. There are still some that are all-day events. What?
Ray Styles and Orange Julius at the mall.
I don't know what that is.
The drink. It's
From
like
where?
An orangeade.
Is the place called Orange Julius?
Yes.
Where do they have those?
In the mall. All of them.
All malls?
Every mall. Every mall ever.
I've been to a lot of malls.
Not every mall, but in New Jersey.
I've been to a lot of malls.
I used to go to the mall in Jersey, get an Orange Julius and a Mrs. Fields cookie, specifically the double doozy, which was 2 cookies with just this much icing in the middle. And this explains why I was just a very chubby high school kid.
And
it's just stuck with me.
I was a chicken teriyaki person in the mall.
Loved
I would also get sushi in the mall.
Never
And now as an adult, I'm like, I don't know if I really want mall sushi. But as a teenager, we felt like we were balling. It's like, oh, we're going to go to that little kiosk, get the little tray that has the plastic cover. It had like a California roll and 2 pieces of salmon.
Cinnabon. Okay, I think we need to talk to the malls, all of them.
Yeah.
And do a Carla Marie and Anthony mall tour.
Yeah.
They need us. We'll take our Amtrak trains to the mall.
Well, I remember when during the pandemic, when we did our cross-country trip and we did the meetups around the country, Cleveland was a great turnout. Philly was phenomenal. Jersey.
We did it at the mall.
We did it at the mall. We didn't do it inside the mall, though. We did it in the parking lot.
And we got in trouble.
We got shut down because we had a big parking lot party.
Paul Blart came over and was like, you can go. They let us move somewhere else, but whatever.
The guy was actually very nice. He came over. He asked what we were doing. He said he got a call. He's doing his job. He is doing his job. He wasn't being an a-hole about it.
It's not like we were hosting a barbecue in the parking lot.
Of course. It doesn't take away from the fact that the guy was just doing his job. Do you think that guy really woke up that morning and said, I want to go ruin someone's fun in a parking lot?
Yes, that's why you sign up to be a mall cop.
No. This guy's trying to make a paycheck, and someone called him on the radio and said, go break it. There's too many people hanging out in that parking lot. Go break them up. And he probably said, really, they're not doing anything wrong. And they said, go break it up. And he said, okay. Okay, I'll do my mall cop job.
Well, I'm going to look up Orange Julius. Do you think it's Julius?
No, I think it's Julius. Jen said nothing like a New Jersey high school Friday night at the Bridgewater Mall.
Ooh, that's where I used to go when I was in college.
That wasn't my high school mall.
Bridgewater and
I was further north. Livingston Mall was pretty garbage.
Yeah, but
it's like
when you're in
garbage
college,
mall.
they have all the clothes you shop.
No, I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm thinking of a different mall. They just had like an Applebee's.
I'm sorry. You grew up going to Short Hills?
No, Short Hills was my college mall. But we would go to Short Hills mainly because they had a Qdoba. That's where I would go there all the time, and then we would just walk around. They also had an Apple store, so a lot of people went there for their iPhones and whatnot. But yeah, no one bought anything else from Short Hills Mall. Like, I would go on dates in college at Short Hills Mall. That's how fancy it was as a college student. It's still pretty freaking fancy.
Short Hills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's an Orange Julius / Dairy Queen.
They're the same company?
I guess. It's like Baskin Robbins Dunkin' Donuts in Silverdale.
Still okay. In Washington.
An hour and 28 minutes.
Claire said the Tacoma Mall has an Orange Julius, Carla Marie.
Why is it not showing me? I just went to the Tacoma Mall.
She says it.
Oh, there's one in Everett. Wait, why is it telling me that Silverdale is 15 miles away? It's going to take an hour and a half.
I don't know. Oh, DQ, according to Texas Chris, DQ bought Orange Julius.
What is happening? 15 miles away, an hour and a half? Does that make sense? 15 miles?
No. Unless there's some insane traffic, like every road except for one is shut down in Seattle. But no, 15 miles, you could bike that in less time.
Oh, it's on the other side.
Oh, because it's on the other side of the sound. Okay. Thank you, Eats and Tweets. Just said it's a ferry ride away. That's why. That makes a lot of sense.
What is happening?
So as the crow flies?
As the crow flies, it's 15 miles.
It's 15 miles.
Okay, so wait, it's not telling me Tacoma Mall, though.
Why the crow?
Because they're smart and they live forever.
Are crows known for flying exceptionally straight?
Probably.
No zigzag in their flight pattern?
Like whales.
Yeah. That was one of the crazy things when we were on a whale watching thing up in Friday Harbor here in Washington in the San Juans. Apparently, was it the gray whale? Gray or blue? One of the two color whales. When they go down on their migration to Mexico and then they come back, they only deviate by like 2 miles either way.
It's crazy.
It's almost a straight path down. And you think, oh, well, 2 miles, if you were driving, that's a pretty wide range. But when you're thinking about the open ocean and no navigation and no roads, you're just going straight down. That is like pinpoint accuracy almost.
All right. Orange Julius at the Tacoma Mall. It's been confirmed. Thank you, Claire.
And it's just an orange juice? What is it?
No, it's like I don't think you're going to like it.
What is it?
Because like I like Orangeade Snapple.
Yeah, I don't really like Orangeade Snapple.
It's like
Is it made of oranges at least?
Well, it looks like it is based on the logo. No, smoothie? I wouldn't say that. What we're going to do.
Oh, Jamba Juice. Z from NYC. So you said it's similar to Jamba Juice, I guess?
I don't know about that.
Because I was a Jamba Juice fanatic for a while.
Oh, frozen orange juice with milk, vanilla, sugar. That's going to go great. Anyway, we're doing what Scotty said. We're going to have a date night where you watch Spice World. Well, we watch Spice World. And we watch Garden State.
Okay, we could do that.
And Magic Mike.
I feel like you keep throwing Magic Mike at me like I don't want to watch it. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it.
I haven't had the chance to watch Spice World in 10 years.
Yeah, I don't really want, because I know it's going to be a bad movie.
It's so bad. It's so good.
And I don't mean it's going to be a bad movie like Cocaine Bear was a bad movie, because Cocaine Bear was actually a fun movie.
So is Spice World. It's so fun. There's singing and there's dancing.
I do love the Spice Girls.
And yes, Lenny, we're going to do our Pokemon night. I'm also going to do a beach waver night.
We missed out. Big time. Yesterday apparently was National Pokemon Day. I apologize to my fellow Pokemaniacs because how did I not know is the question. How they didn't give me like a warning. But we could have done or should have done the stream on Pokemon Day. But I'm sure there'll be a National Pikachu
Did you take the garbage
Day.
out?
Yeah. Let's focus on the show here for a second. You know what? That is actually a good
Sorry,
time.
Pokemon reminded me of the garbage.
That is. Welcome to the last episode of the Carla and Anthony Show here on Twitch. Just been insulted to my core, and I'm never coming back. No, thank you very much for hanging out with us. We will be back. I'll do some tinkering and try to get the emotes to work by Thursday. We will be back on Thursday. The Morning Show podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts, and it is back on Google Podcasts. Thankfully, they fixed whatever they fixed over there.
They had their own tinkering tones.
Carla Marie, anything?
Peace out, Cub Scouts. Thursday will be my birthday show, I guess.
It will be. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Later.